Black folks, hear me out. This whole back to Africa stuff, I think that is a government implanted narrative, and let me explain to you why. Hear me out. I got on my 10 for a kufi, and we're going to have a discussion about it. Think about it for a second. How much sense does it really make for us as Black Americans to go over to the African continent when our families most likely haven't been there for centuries? Do you see people going over to Brazil, telling all the Black people there to go over to Africa? Do you see people going over to Mexico doing the exact same thing? Because we know that a lot of people who are Black who live in Mexico, they are descendants of some of these slave plantations that were over here in the Americas and also South America and also in Brazil. Did you know that there were more slaves brought over to Brazil than even here in America? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people have no idea. But how much sense does it make for you to come to America with only 13% of the population being Black Americans and then trying to encourage us to go over to the African continent when you don't even do that in Brazil? Don't you find that to be suspicious? And I love my brother Phil Scott. He's a great brother. He does a whole lot of good on work. I offer him no criticism whatsoever. Just a consideration if he does watch this video. A consideration is use your logic for a second here. Do you see anyone telling people who come over here, who are going to be the majority of the country by 2040, the white Hispanic community, to go back over to Mexico or South America or to other Latin-speaking countries? Do you see anybody telling people who are from the Asian community to go and return back to Asian countries to escape racism? No, you don't really see that. So then think about this logically. Why do you see so much propaganda? Every time you see a mass migration of Black people moving over to the African continent or to even Mexico or to any other country, suddenly you start seeing it widely reported in the media. Most of the Black community here in the U.S. want reparations, right? And yet they didn't really report on that. So things that the mainstream media that is controlled by white people, the things that they report in mass and report the quickest, that's the narratives that they want to go with. The same thing with these mugshots that we've been seeing for years and years and years and years and years, and then now everyone's so shocked that the mugshots they were promoting racism. They knew that. So a lot of this stuff, this whole go back to Africa stuff, it is just propaganda to get you out of this country, because they don't do this with any other group. So whenever Black folks, you start seeing this propaganda, when you start seeing the mainstream media all start reporting on something at the exact same time, there's a reason for that. Look deeper, because when you look deeper, you start to actually ask yourself, why are you telling me this? Why now?